Mr. Mojo.
Aquaba.
I should rather say Aquaba. Oh God.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Family.
Yo.
Ghana, they don't know.
Yo.
Ghana, they don't know that this is our home in West Africa.
Definitely.
Spent some time in Nigeria, but Gramps said, we have problem.
Definitely.
Ghana is the place.
Definitely.
So we are here.
Oh God. So how was the journey like? From the West, through the transits, and finally to the motherland, Ghana. How was the journey like?
It was cool. It wasn't too bad. We're working very hard right now.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday is over because, and grieving is not over, but we are emerging out of that
Of
stage.
course.
Yeah, the 3rd of March was the 1-year anniversary of the passing of our father, the late, great, Honorable Ras Denrai Morgan, father of a nation to many, And for us embarking on this journey with the new album, we are sort of reintroducing ourselves. So it's going to take a little more effort than we normally would release a traditional reggae album. And this new album coming up in a few months is not a traditional reggae album. So coming over here, I made sure I got my sleep because I know that,
It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, the team over at Rave Media is going to have me here, there, and everywhere. They didn't even let me sleep the first morning. I woke up, I wanted to just go out and smell the sea breeze. And, they said, no, get to work. I'm like, yo, man, I'm not a robot. But we understand. We're grateful. It's good to be here.
So when you step in now, have you tested some of the Ghanaian food and all that?
Oh, come on. Ras Kelly would not allow it. Ras Kelly would not allow it. He would not allow it. He made arrangements for me to get my place smelling like a good traditional Ghanaian home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tombre.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fish stew.
Yeah, man.
Chicken stew.
Definitely.
But he didn't get me the fufu now.
Oh, God.
That's not good, though.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Skelly Lion. Anywhere you find yourself, you need to organize that for Mr. Mojo now.
Yeah. Easy. I got the jollof, though. Don't worry.
Definitely.
And the jollof, hey, Niger, we have problem.
Oh, God.
We have problem. But
man.
It's good to be here, man.
Definitely.
I'm enjoying the Kelewele.
Definitely.
Culture, the people, the energy. Ghanaians are very polite. They're very hospitable.
Definitely.
Even when they are answering a question, and I'm starting to pick it up, or they're asking a question, they say please.
Please.
Oh man, there's no other place in the world.
Yeah.
It's very special.
Say it.
Yeah, man.
Asking a question and they will say, please, can you have a seat?
Please.
Can you have a seat?
Yeah, they are telling you something. We are going to go to the store and get you some coconut water, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Easy.
I was going to ask about, the 1 year, celebration of the great Ras Denroy Morgan.
Yes.
Who I was also close to him. I think with the Morgan family, the first person I got close to was Michael Asher, from Michael Asher.
Yes.
Then
Uncle Mike.
Yes. And then to Ras Denroy Morgan. He gave me 2 interviews when I was on Right FM those days.
Yes.
And
That's
it was
long time.
Yeah, long time.
Wow.
Long time.
Come from far.
Yeah, man. So he was like, Lagazi, I have many children, and you know about Morgan heritage, right? I say, what do you mean, father? I know about them. And then he was like, all right. Boom. Then he linked me to Gramps. Then Gramps linked me to... Gramps said, Lagazi, before you talk to me on the radio, deal with my son first, Jamari Morgan. I'm saying, yo, Gramps, what is... He said, deal with him first. I say, all right, no problem.
Yeah.
And then boom, we dealt with Jamari. And then Gramps followed it up. So I have been, close to the Morgan family from, the top to the bottom.
Yeah, man. Generational.
Yeah, man. So I would like to say my condolences to the item
Thank you, sir.
because I know how it feels. I lost my dad in 2019. And seriously,
Sorry for that.
up to now, at the time I remember it I feel like you understand me? It is not easy. So I know how the item are feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of different from a father-child relationship for us.
Yeah.
Because we built our legacies together. Like the legacy of Denry Morgan is intertwined with the legacy of Morgan Heritage because we traveled the world together doing this work. That's not normal. I don't know of many people that you can go back in history and say that their legacy is intertwined. I'm not talking about inheritance.
Definitely.
And carrying on the work from generation to generation. I'm talking about one and the same in existence, sort of like the Father, Son, and the Holy Trinity.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That type of vibe there. So it was heavy for us because even though he wasn't involved in the day-to-day of our music in the last couple of years, he was our consigliere. He was our great counselor, our great advisor. He would just listen to the album after we finish it and say, move that tune the second, or yo, go remix that, or what you think about the lyric there. He would always make sure there was something that he input into what we were bringing forth to the world, because that was his mission when he told us to go to Jamaica, make him come off like a star in 1992. We were just babies. He said, let me come off like a star, and I will then help you to become a household name in Jamaica. Well, he went beyond that and made us a household name in the reggae atmosphere around the world. So we're grateful. Rest in peace and long live the legacy of Denry Morgan.
Easy.
Now, one thing I would like to know from you is the drop series, by the Grammy Museum. I would like to know what exactly is that with the Morgan Heritage and then the Grammy Museum in terms of the drop series?
So the Grammy Museum is a division of the Recording Academy that is a home to great achievements within the music industry. So us becoming a legacy act that we are now today, an iconic brand or an institution, as my brother Rudy Kwake would say, they've opened up this platform to us to come and discuss our new album because we're embarking on a new journey, so to speak, where we're going into world music, which is beyond just reggae and dancehall.
Definitely.
And even African music. It's bigger than that. You're talking about music from Asia, music from Saudi Arabia, music that isn't your traditional genre-specific R&B, hip-hop, reggae, type of music. Because we're incorporating sounds from across the continent of Africa, not just Afro beats, which is just one sound of Africa. Because when you think of African music today, because of the work that has been done by the Ghanaian and the Nigerian artists globally, everybody say, that new Afrobeat stuff. And it's not really about just Afrobeats, because when you go to Central Africa, then you hear about the Bense brothers, right? And you go to East Africa, you hear about bongo flavor. And then you go to South Africa, you will discover, Amapiano. And you can go back even further and discover something that is called Mbube, where you dive into Zulu choral music, their traditional hymns that dates back hundreds of years.
Definitely.
So we're tapping into all of these elements. Don't forget the Baifal out of Senegal. So we've built relationships over the last, 2, almost 3 decades with, the greats from this place called home, Africa.
Definitely.
And we aren't the first, and we won't be the last.
Definitely.
Our job is to just make sure we maintain that cultural bridge between the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica and Africa. Yeah.
All right. So the Grammy is giving you that opportunity to come on and discuss that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's step into, in terms of Mojo coming to Ghana and what he is here for. What exactly are you here for, Mojo?
Jollof. There is a big war of who has the best jollof. But they always talk about Niger, Ghana jollof. And I'm telling you now, you better don't sleep on the Gambia. Don't sleep on Senegal. Because they do something with their jollof called bullet. You know what is bullet?
Mm-hmm.
You know what is bullet?
What is bullet?
You see, you don't even know this now. Bullet is where they take, like salmon and different types of fish, grind it up, make it in a ball, fry it, and put it in the sauce like the stew.
Okay.
That you do here.
Okay.
But they go through a process before.
I see.
Yeah. We are foodies. You see, we are big. We are big boys.
Definitely.
Kings.
All right. So that was on a lighter note. Mr. Mojo is here. We're live on Asaase Radio. 99.5 in Accra, 98.5 in Kumasi, 100.3 in Cape Coast, and 99.7 in the northern region, Tamale. We're live across the nation, Mr. Mojo.
Easy.
Blazing.
And trust me, if you're not on Facebook right now, please step on Facebook right now. We're live on Asaase 995 page. Asaase 995 page. Yeah, man, you can see Mr. Mojo live.
Easy.
Yeah, man. You know, he's looking all dapper, man. Yeah, man.
I just put on some shorts and a t-shirt. Come hang out with my brother, man. Come on, you know how we do, like.
I like the necklace.
Yes.
Original Ghanaian beads.
Important.
Wow.
To connect with the culture.
Of course.
Yeah, because the bridge is not just about music, it's a cultural exchange.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely.
And you guys have started it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you listen to Jose Chameleon from Uganda, you can, and you see his style. When we first saw Jose, 20 years ago as a young boy, I was like, who is this guy? He looked like Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, because that was what he was influenced by.
Definitely.
You listen to Pato Rankin,
Yeah.
Shatta Wale,
Yeah.
Stone Boy,
Yeah.
Burna Boy.
Yeah.
You can hear that these guys are influenced heavily by Jamaican music, as well as the different sounds of Africa, whether it be hip life, high life, Afrobeat, long live, fella.
Definitely.
So for us, it's now reciprocating.
Okay.
You understand? Making sure that we take part in that influence and that inspiration. So when you see me in my beats and you see me in an Africa Jamaica video featuring Diamond Platinums and Stone Boy, and I'm representing the culture, it's not fake. It's a part of us. It's who we are. It's in our DNA. There is no division between the sounds of Africa and the sounds of Jamaica or the Caribbean. We are a derivative. We are the diaspora. We are the lineage of our ancestors, which is from Africa.
Definitely. Now, Mr. Mojo, you made mention of this particular album is going to be different. It's going to be world music. So now, you are, Morgan Heritage is connecting with all this, bridges that you've created or you've linked up like, decade or 2 decades ago and all that. I want to know how is this thing going to happen in terms of you getting, all this type of music, tapping into these traditions and all that. How is it going to happen? Is it that Morgan Heritage is going to move to these areas to make sure that music is, because I know how Morgan Heritage, deals in terms of, how professionals the item is and all that. I've worked a bit one-on-one with Grams before, and I've seen how the dealings is and all that kind of thing. And I'm like, it's more easier dealing with Mojo. You understand me?
Yeah. Probably because I smoke I smoke herb, so maybe everything's a little bit slower for me.
I'm like, Mojo will tell you that, Lagazi, send me the info. And the next thing you say, check your email. It's done. You understand me?
Yeah, man. 1, 2.
1, 2.
No delay.
No delay.
Straight.
So in terms of this album in particular, how is it going to happen? Are you? I'm still wondering. I'm like, how is it going to happen? Going to maybe Central Africa, East Africa, West Africa, and all that. How is it going to happen?
Well, it's gonna happen by being on the ground. That's just the bottom line.
Like how you are here.
Like how I am here.
Oh, it means that something is happening in Ghana.
Something is happening in Ghana. Something is happening in South Africa. Something is happening in Niger. Something is happening in Uganda. Yeah, because it's not just about sending files, because technology has made the world small.
Definitely.
So I can say, yo, Jose, check in back.
Yeah,
Send back a verse.
definitely.
Get back the verse. And we never actually have to see each other.
Definitely.
But we're going to be creating content behind the new music like we've never done before
Okay.
in the history of our career. Normally we have 2, 3, maybe 4 music videos. We're going way beyond that on this album because it's important for us to illustrate this unity that we want to make sure is carried on to the next generation of recording artists and entertainers from, you know, Africa and Jamaica. So by creating this content with our counterparts in the different artists from across the continent, we sort of cement our place, not just in history, but in the hearts of the people in Africa.
Wow. How many songs are we going to have on this particular album?
Man, definitely more than 10.
More than 10.
More than 10, yeah, more than 10 songs. We're still narrowing it down. We've been recording this album for quite some time, right through the pandemic. We started, I think, 2019. So it's coming to 4 years now, coming close to 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
We were doing recordings, you know? When we link up with different artists, we hit the studio, yo, let's collaborate. And you go in the studio and you put the song down. And that turned into an idea. And we were like, maybe this could be something. And we now began to reach out to different music producers across Africa and say, yo, let me hear what you're working with, and collaborated with them and came up with some amazing sounds. Like we went to school to understand, like you hear how I can articulate all these different sounds in Africa. I saw an interview, I was watching a documentary on Afrobeats on Netflix. And there was an artist, an actor that I love his work on a hit TV show called Power. His name is Rotimi. He's from Niger.
Okay. Yeah.
And he didn't know the difference between Afrobeat and Afrobeats. I didn't know until I watched the documentary.
Oh, I see.
I knew there was a difference. I Googled it and I understood what I read, but it's more than just words. There's a sound. There are key players that played a role. You know, big up Reggie Rockstone for coming back home, you know, and creating a derivative of high life,
Yeah.
you know, with hip life. You know, bless up him father for supporting him and his dream, you know, to become, you know, a part of the industry here in Ghana, and not just like, hey, I'm from America, you got to do it, you know, I know what I'm doing. He humbled himself and started a journey where he's now in the history books, you know what I mean? So we hope that this project would become something like that in 10, 20 years, where people do a documentary and say, yo, that album that Morgan Heritage did changed the game.
All right. So is it going to be 100% world music? In terms of maybe Afrobeat or Amapiano and all that, or we're going to have some reggae in there and all that?
Come on. World music is all-encompassing.
Yeah.
Reggae is a part of world music.
Of course.
Hip-hop, R&B, everything.
Yeah.
When you listen to world music, you can expect anything.
Anything.
Because it's a multi-dimensional sound. That's why they just call it world music. It's
World
a global sound.
All right.
So reggae has to be there in the conversation of global music.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, man.
So this particular album is going to have everything. We should expect everything.
Every and anything. You see how curious you are. Like, you want to hear what it sounds like. So
Yeah.
I brought something for you to give you insight.
Yeah.
We're going to do, I don't know if we have time.
Of course.
We can share this song
Definitely.
that we have with Bone Tequila Baby Sham, aka Sham,
Yeah,
and Stone Boy, One God,
definitely.
our little bro.
This particular song, when is it going to be out? Like finally out?
So the song comes out officially on all digital platforms on March 17th, so in 2 weeks. But because you are Lagazi, we have to make
them.
we have to make sure
Say that again, Mr. Mojo.
because you are King Lagazi. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Forgive me, please. Because you are King Lagazi, you know what I mean, and you represent the culture of Jamaica so strong.
Definitely.
In how you talk,
Definitely.
how you dance, your vibe. Yes, that.
Definitely.
I told the guys, I say, yo, NYB,
Yeah.
I want to go to see my boy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's where we want to premiere this thing here.
Definitely.
King Lagazi.
Definitely straight. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mojo, he said it, but again, I'll go back to him for him to introduce the song properly whilst I do the playing. Mr. Mojo, the floor is yours now.
Coming into you live on Asaase Radio 99.5, Accra, Ghana. This is brand new music from Morgan Heritage called Who They Like You, for all the ladies, featuring Bounty Killer, Baby Sham, and Stone Boy.
Easy. Brand new.
Movie.
Brand new.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brand new just for you.
Yo. So this one is exclusive. It will be out on the 17th of this month.
Yes.
But you've heard it for the first time on Asaase Radio and on Yaad Settingz
Easy.
with Mr. Mojo in person and King Legacy. You understand me?
Straight.
Alongside Debbie Day, Narrow Bauer, and all the crew.
Easy.
Debbie Day,
Yeah,
Narrow
man.
Bauer,
Yeah,
and
man.
the crew.
Definitely.
Put some respect on their name.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, to all my people listening all the way in Kenya, man like Gaspar Lodovic. You know, respect, Gaspar, and all the crew. Denita Styles, big up yourself, Junior Maestro, Black Pullover, and all the crew. You understand me? Everything good and everything is all right in the place.
Yes,
So, Mr. Mojo, this song is an example of what will happen on the album.
Yes.
Is this particular song on the album as well?
It is on the album.
Oh, okay. So it's a single released, you know, from the album.
Yeah, it's the second official single. The first one was Just a Number.
Just a number.
Big up Remus Kareem Burrell, you know, son of the legendary late great Fatis Burrell, our big brother, you know. We did a song with him, and you know, it addresses some issues that young entertainers face today. So reggae music is great for social commentary.
Definitely.
So we're grateful for the reception that song has been receiving. We're new to this whole viral age thing, and songs, you know, go into 1 million views in a very short time, and streams and these different things. So we're loving the energy and the engagement that we're seeing on this record. There was a challenge with a little girl, Alina from Kenya, you know, that is not able to get her education. So through this challenge now, we're going to be able to help her to get her education for the next couple of years. So all these different opportunities that's coming because we are getting into the way music is consumed today. Because in the old days, if we didn't come and do an interview, nobody would know about the music.
Of course.
You understand? Now you can sit back and just push some buttons on a little box in your hand called a cell phone.
Definitely.
Yeah, the world has changed.
Definitely.
We are getting old now.
Asaase Radio.
Wow. So this is a typical example of how the album is going to look like.
Flavor between Just a Number and Who They Like You, you get an essence of the fusion of the sounds of Africa meeting the sounds of Jamaica.
Definitely. So, in all, how many artists are you guys going to feature on this particular album? Because
don't
already
know.
Charm,
Yeah.
Bounty Killer, and Stone Boy.
Yeah. Also
first three.
Jashi,
Jashi.
Ritical,
All right.
Iactane.
All right.
They're on the album Headline for Front Page. The tribute song for our father, I Will Never Forget, that features Gramps' son Priel, Jamiri Morgan, Peter's son Raya, and my son Esh Morgan. They're all featured on the album. So I think right there we're gone. Wow. 4
10.
with the next generation of Morgan, 3 with the young dancehall artists them.
Yeah.
And then you have the future legend Stone Boy, the legendary Bounty and Baby Sham.
Making 10.
Yeah. We're moving. It's epic things ahead.
Wow. And when an artist go so deep into an album production like this, pitching it to the Grammys, you can stay back and say, wow, looking at the works gone into it, I think it's going to get a Grammys.
Well, the whole energy behind the album is making sure we put our best foot forward, not about the accolades we can receive. We're grateful when our music is recognized by these different organizations, whether it be the American Music Awards, like, the Grammys, or the European Music Awards, like the MTVs, or the Brits, or even the Mobos. That's an afterthought, right? That comes into the marketing strategy of the music. And the growth of the project after it's successful. But for us, when we are producing an album of this magnitude, it's about hearing who fits on a song, who for style we can really bring to this and make make the music be enhanced, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's what it's about for us when we're in our production mode.
All right. So Chichi Dudu is a reggae selector on VOV Radio in Hohwe. He said, lovely conversation, King. Massive respect to the man, Mr. Mojo. I fell in love with the family since I listened to Don't Have It Dread back in the days. I'm so much impressed with his touch with the African root. Can't wait to blaze the tune on my show. All
Yes,
right?
I. Make sure you share it with him, Share it with him.
Of course. So
You share it with him.
So, bro, you earn the ticket. You understand me? So, right after the show, it's good you step in. You understand me?
True.
To get a piece of the pie. You know?
Yeah, you have to make it known. We want everybody to take part in this historical journey.
Of course.
And we can't wait to share all the content we've created for this new music. I think it's been a very fun journey. It's new for us, as I said, and we're enjoying it.
Let me ask, now, the new album, we know that Stone Boy is on it because of this one, Who They Like You.
Yes.
You understand me? So in Ghana, we have Stone Boy, and who else should we expect from Ghana?
From Ghana, on March 17th, we will release a few of the names that will be on the album.
So we can't get an exclusive over here, Mr. Mojo?
You will get the exclusive now, but on March 17th.
We're talking about the Grammy Award-winning Morgan Heritage.
Yeah, I don't want to cause problem. You try to get me in problem. You want Grandpa and Peter, they chop my neck when I get off the radio.
Yo, big up to Grams Morgan, man. Big up to Peter.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to do one-on-one with Peter, and Peter was like, Mojo is coming to Ghana. And I'm like, all right, no problem. Everything is all right in the place and everything good.
Yes, Ras.
So on March 17th, we should expect other names.
Yeah, we'll announce the name of the album. We'll reveal the album artwork and a few more of our amazing ensemble of great recording artists from across the continent of Africa and the country of Jamaica.
All right.
Yeah,
So
man.
that will happen on the 17th of this month.
Yes.
All right. No problem at all. So this Who They Like You, are you guys going to shoot video for it? Or is that
so
already?
on March 6th, I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow we're filming the video in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. And since I couldn't be there, I filmed my scenes here in Accra. We can't be loud with everything. Remember the last time we came to Accra, there was no hiding.
Definitely.
Bro, the Africa Jamaica went viral
Yeah.
so fast, it forced us to move up the release date.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to capitalize on the momentum. We didn't want to lose that energy
Definitely.
that was produced because of our time here with Stoneboy and Ashai Man and Diamond Platinums. It was crazy.
Definitely.
So we try to take a different approach. But we're
Definitely.
coming back, to film another one, all
Okay.
of us,
All right.
with another Ghanaian that we will talk about later.
All right.
Yeah.
With another Ghanaian,
Yeah.
can I suggest or
I can't help you with I can't confirm or deny.
all right?
You can suggest all that you want.
So Ghana, I'm going to mention 3 artists, and out of this, I am sure that one should be part.
Okay.
All right. So the first one,
All right.
I'm going to go for Samini.
Samini.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Samini.
Okay.
I'm going to go for
He was on our
Shatta
last
Wale.
album, Loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to hear Samini with Morgan Heritage, go check out Loyalty.
All right.
Yeah, man. On the Africa We Say remix.
All right. So
Yeah, Samini is one.
Samini is one.
Mm-hmm.
Shatta Wale is 2.
Yo, Shatta, where you there?
Yeah. Shatta Wale is 2.
I am here in your town now.
Yeah, man. And then Sarkodie is 3.
Sakodi.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. Sakodi, man. I love the way that guy raps.
Definitely.
As a rapper, as the rapper in Morgan Heritage, it's like I admire the way how Africans, sort of like how the Latin Americans took a beat from Jamaica, right, and turned it into a sound called reggaeton,
Definitely.
and are DJing like Jamaicans in Spanish. I love how Sarkodie utilizes his African dialect in his rapping, and he sounds American.
Definitely.
Like he's like, I'm blown like a nigga, trugle and the fufu and like a jollof. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't sound African.
Of course.
If that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our time is fast spent, and I've been sick now. You understand me? We have Hassan Kotoko, you understand me? Coming up, so we have to wrap it up. Mr. Mojo, before I leave you finally,
Yes.
your word of advice. We are in Ghana month. We're celebrating Ghana.
Happy independence to all Ghanaians at home and abroad. Bless up, the current president, but the founding father.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Very important.
Every time.
Yeah, man.
Every time.
Because,
And the social media, them?
follow us at Morgan Heritage on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Morgan Heritage Official on TikTok. We're getting into that. I'm trying to get Peter and Grams to do something with this challenge thing. These guys, man, they're just so difficult. But we are your brothers.
Definitely.
But yeah, follow us on the hub is MorganHeritageMusic.com. All things Morgan Heritage, tour dates, concert tickets, merchandise. That is the place you go to engage with us.
All right. Mr. Mojo, I would like to say thank you so much for your time and space spent with us over here on Asaase Radio. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
know what I mean?
Sunday, rice and peas day.
Of course.
But I guess in Ghana, it's jollof and fufu day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. and my thing too, the information gone, but check your email is not. You understand me? So you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Mojo.
Peter. Yeah, Graham. The man is talking in code.
Definitely.
Now we got you, brother.
Of course. Of
Got
course.
you.
All right.
Say less.
So I would like to say big respect to NYB. Enough respect to Skelly Dread, because Skelly called me and was yo, Lagazi, put your ass together, man. Mojo is coming to Ghana. You don't. I say, I've got the information. I say he is coming to Ghana, please. Be up and running. Me say, all right, give thanks. NYB goes to boom and step in and say, Lagazi, you don't know, let's shut it. Me say, all right, let's go. So I give thanks for the item, and also big respect to Debbie Day, Naro Bauer, big respect to Jonah, not forgetting Benedict Jaffe's Bob Africa